Hello, so I'm going to make a video about, well, hopefully tips for embossing, because I know I for one struggle with all the different brands and types of embossing folders and the different machines, and so I'm hoping to be able to give you some tips on embossing. And I'm going to start with the Big Shot Plus. This was a tonic embossing folder plus stamp, I think. It's a very thin one, but it's lovely. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. That's a thin one, about the same. So that's, and this is a thin one, this music one is a thin one, about the same. But this one, now this one, I got from Temu, and it's massive. I mean, it's incredibly thick. So obviously we're going to have to make our own sandwich for that. And by far the hardest embossing folder that I've got to cut, and I've got a successful cut out of it, but it's this one, Spellbinders. It's a beautiful embossing folder, but it's really hard to cut. This beautiful daisy one again is a Temu one, and they do tend to be really thick. Now whether that is because they're 3D folders, I don't know, but they have a deep emboss. They're thin ones, so they should be fine. Now that is a very thick one. Again, I must have got this from Temu because it is horrendously thick. Thin one, there shouldn't be a problem. Now this is an old one. It is thin, but it's not as thin as those. So, and the same with that one. And this is a new one that I bought from Temu, but it's not as thick as the others, but it is thick. So, and then we've got the A4 plates, which they're kind of easy enough, I think. But I will run them through. I'll run one or two of them through, but they're all the same thickness, and I can't remember where I think it was Creative Expressions. I think I got these from Creative Expressions. I've had them for years, so many years. This I love, is one of my favourite. That was a Sheena Douglas one, as far as I can remember, and it's very easy and it's lovely. So, got lots to try. Now then, if we believe what it says on the plates, embossing folder, the same actually as the Bigz, really. It is. So let's try. This is the 150 again. Well, that one is. I'm not sure about this one. It seems a bit thicker, but not thick. But okay, so I've only just recently bought this one, and I have had successful embossing out of it. Anyway, we'll try it and see. So there we go. So it's saying put that and that. I can't see that from that way. And then your plate, then your clear plate, then your emboss. I'm going to do it that way, I think. I'm going to do it that way, and then I think it says that one again. That's what it says. So let's give it a whirl. Make sure they're all, you have to make sure that they're really lined up, because if they splay at the bottom here, it causes snarls. Let's give it a whirl. No. So there's a lot of resistance there. So I don't like that. Let's take that plate out. I've taken the top plate out, and we're just going to try it on this one. Right, there's not enough. There's nothing there. There is absolutely nothing there to emboss it. So what we need, a thinner top layer. I'm going to try these bits of card. I've got, some of them are quite thick. No, not you. So let's give it a whirl. Also, when you find the right combination, might be worth making a note. So let's try this again. No, do away with that red one. I might do away with that. It might be all it needs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the beginning, take the bottom plate out. I'm going to put some card underneath it. And I'm going to put, what, let's say 3 thick pieces of card on the top. Let's try it again. No, not enough. 2 more sheets of card. It's just building it up now till you are happy with it. I mean, that's good. That's very good. And then I would actually take a photo. Got a lovely emboss there. It would probably take 1 more piece of card. There's really no right and wrong way. It's just that you get a sandwich somehow. Blue. If we just want that extra bit of... That's good. That's good. I like that. But I haven't got room here. But what I would do now is take a photograph of what I've used, of the combination I've used to get through that. So it's like that. Now if I had my phone and I wasn't using it to record this, I would then take a photo of it like that so that I know exactly what I've used to get that result. It's just playing. It's just building up that that shim. You're making your own sandwich, because there's so many different brands, so many different thicknesses of embossing folders. So we had that. Do you know what? You don't even really have to put your card in until you've found the right combination. Just until you find the right pressure that you want, you don't really have to put your card in either. It must be even thicker than that other one. That's good. That's good. Okay, that's good. So we'll put our paper in now. It might be worth just writing on your cutout in pencil what set, you know, what how heavy the cardstock is. It's fine if it doesn't fill it. It's fine. I'm just going to cut it down there. It's tougher to get through, but it's not like it wants to spring back at you. And that's, oh, okay. That's lovely. That's actually really good. I love that. Both sides. Both sides. Love that. Anyways, that would be a photograph. And with a note on there of your paperweight. So, that's that one. It's just this. It's like a rope one, which I have done before, but I can't remember how I did it. Let's work on the theory of the one we've just done. So hopefully yeah, it's fine, it's a bit too much, maybe just take one of those out actually. But look at that. I mean, how deep is that emboss? I mean, that is crazy. That is crazy deep. Wow, beautiful. Embossing a fold. Okay. And I've cut this out several times, but still can't remember how I've done it. So this is the 150 again. It's like I say, if you put a slightly thicker card in, as long as there's not a world difference, I mean, it shouldn't make any difference to your plate. It should just give you a deeper emboss actually. So we're going to work with that one again, same one, because it is a thick one. And perfect, that is just the perfect sweet spot there. Like I said, don't forget to take your photographs and make your notes. And look at that. Oh, get your head out of the way. I mean, look at that, it's beautiful. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do some of the thinner ones. Right, so we've just tried this with the standard combination of cutting plates, the standard sandwich for embossing folders. and it's running through fine. There is some pressure there, but there might be enough for vellum, you know. I don't want it to cut it. Put the vellum in, and then I might just put a thin sheet of copy paper on, just to give it an extra bite without tearing it, hopefully. And I really have no idea what's going to happen. Put it on an angle. Okay. Oh no, we've got to put the other plate in. Duh. Okay. I'm happy with that, and hopefully it won't cut through it. It's not very, very hard to push through, but no, that's actually a lovely cut. That's actually a lovely cut, because when I trim it down, but you won't see that when I trim it down. A deep emboss, but without, it's not cut through it. Oh yes, it has there. It has cut through it there. Okay, so maybe without the shim then. I don't know. Do I wet it? I don't know. And then this time I'm going to put a bit of copy paper in the embossing folder with the vellum. That's what we're going to do. It's just this circle that needs protecting. If this fails with my last piece of vellum from this sheet, I'm going to take the red plate out. Maybe just put one of those pieces of card in instead. I did spray it with water, sprayed the embossing folder as well. The embossing folder around top. We put the copy paper on top. Wow, I think that's done it. I think that's actually done it. But also it hasn't buckled as much either. So right, so instead of the red base plate, I'm putting a bit of card in just to see what happens. And I'm not going to use any copy paper either. I'm going to use copy paper shim on the top, just on the top of the whole thing. Oh no, it wants us to put it on here, doesn't it? Come on, frame. Here we go. No, that's looking good. So again, take your photos, make your notes. Because the chances are, if it works, this combination works with that style of embossing folder, it will work with others of the similar thickness. So yeah, that's cool. Very pleased, and it hasn't buckled too much. It was a little bit. And the other thing I wanted to try was kitchen foil. Very thin. It's very thin. You can get thicker kitchen foil on this, which will probably work better. It's a very thin embossing folder. So let's do it as it instructs us to do it, which is put that on there, put that on there, put that on there. I love this embossing folder, by the way. I use it all the time. I use it a lot. Oh, I can't really angle it, so we'll have to take our chances with it. Going through all right. It feels fine. Da 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 da. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I think that's something that's mine. Something in the embossing folder, probably. Is that cool or is that cool? I love that. I don't know how close I can bring it before. Well, that's that side, and that's the other side. That's the deboss, isn't it? And that's the emboss. Right, okay, so that's that machine. Put this lot away and I'll come back before we start on the other machine, which there's a good story behind that one. So first of all, I'll tell you the story about this machine. It's a cut and boss. It's a very old machine. It's one of the first that came out, I think, electronic machine. We went to a car boot sale and I saw the cut and boss and I said to the lady, how much do you want for that? And I was like just asking idly out of curiosity, because I'm quite happy with my handheld machines. I feel more in control with the handheld machines, but she said £5. £5. I said, really? She said, yeah. And so she said, I said, oh, has it got plates? And she said, yeah, it's got its plates. So when she showed me, I could only see 2, and I thought, oh well, I'll probably be able to get some online. Not quite realising how old this machine was. I also, not only did I get the machine, but I got every single plate that comes with it. And that's all the machine, when I looked into it, that's what should come with it. Not only that, but I got the thin rubber shim, and I got a thick rubber shim. Obviously, somebody's done what we always do. And not only that, £5. The dies that she gave us with it, worth more than a £5. So even, I mean, we took a chance, and we just, you know, I just thought, well, look, it's only a £5 if it doesn't work. It's a £5, but when I paid the £5, I didn't know I got all this stuff with it. And so that was a bit of a leap of faith, but I would like to say thank you to this lady, because it's brilliant. It owes me nothing, but what I am very nervous about, extremely nervous about, is embossing on this. And it's got a huge mouth. It's got a huge mouth. Can you see that? We're going to try and cut this wood one, and the wood grain effect. And so we've got the D, the B, 2 thick shims, the embossing folder, and the A plate. I'm going to put it at an angle again. So let's see what it reckons to this. So it's not making the right noise. We need another shim. So this one in. So that's the D, B, 3 thick shims, embossing folder, and A plate. Try again. Might just be enough. We'll have a look, but I don't think it's enough. The thing is, every machine is different. Even if it's exactly the same brand and model, everybody's machine is different. You will get to know your machine. And so far, I've learned that it should make a different note. Yes, you see, it's only a very light emboss. There's hardly anything there. So we need another shim. 4 card shims. I think we might need more than that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card shims. In that, DB card shims, embossing folder, DB 5 card shims, embossing folder, quite thick card shims as well. Probably all between 250 and 300 GSM. Embossing folder and A. Let's have a look see. That sounds much better. I should have been taking photos because I struggle every time. But it did it. It did it. And it's lovely. And it's lovely. It's really robust. And, you know, inking over the top of that would just be amazing. So that was that one. This one, again, the thick cardstock. I don't like going in over heavy first because I'm a wimp. Even though it says it'll spit it out. It might just be that it's on the borderline, so it's not comfortable with it, but it's not enough to spit it out. I don't know. Right, so DB, 5 shims, but I'm going to take... I might take the purple one out. I might take another one out. I'm just such a wimp. I'm going to take another one out. The blue one, because that's really thick. So we've got the D, the B, 3 shims, the embossing folder, and the A plate. Let's give it a whirl. Be nice. It sounds good. I think it just makes that loud noise because of this sort of embossing folder it is. I've not got another one like it. It's the oldest embossing folder I've got. It is the very first one I bought. And look at that. Look at that. That is incredible. I have never had such a good cut out of it. That is fantastic. Wow. It's so deep. Is that emboss? Look at that. I'm so happy because I've never had a lot of luck with this folder. Not on the manual machines. It's a fine line between putting too much pressure in and it feels quite brittle, does this one? Like you can snap it. I mean, the detail even on the side, I don't know whether you can see it, it's so fine. But there's even little ridges on the side. Oh yeah, you can just. I'm so happy with that. Brilliant. I'm so chuffed. I'm so chuffed with that. I have just recorded nothing. It wasn't even recording. So what I'm going to tell you what I just did. I tried to put the D plate, the 2A plates through like that. And it didn't like that at all. In fact, it wasn't good. So what I did after that was I put the DB. I did it on the thick one as well. I did it on the thin and the thick one. They both worked fine both times. So the D, the B, the embossing folder, and the A. And so that would be my picture. That would be my photograph. Really sorry about that. And we're going to try this one. This is a very recent purchase. We've done it through the other machine. We'll try this one. So because I am such a wimp, I like to do it through the thin card first. It terrifies me. Embossing terrifies me. Okay, especially on a machine I don't know. And it came with everything that it should have come with, apart from the instructions. It's the same-ish thickness of embossing folder, but it's a bigger one. But let's try it. So it's not making the right noise. It's not thick enough. So it's obviously not quite as thick as that other one. It actually isn't. I think that is the thickest one I've got. I either swap out the B plate for an A plate. Apparently we'll spit it out if it don't like it, and I know it does because the one that I recorded before that I can't see because everything's off camera, so it's no good. So I'm going to try this. Let's see. It's making all the right noises. Don't like it. It's spitting it back out. So we have tried what we have available with the plates. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put a shim in it. In fact, I'm going to put two in it. This brown card is very, very thick. It's probably about, well, 300 GSM. And this is very thin. But let's see if it's enough to make it go through. It's weird how it went 3/4 of the way through and then came back. So let's try it this way. This is what we have to do when we've exhausted the possibilities with our plates. So it's kind of making the right noise. Let's see if we get an emboss out of it. We could put another shim in there. We've got an emboss. I'll show you. Oh, I've moved it now. Damn it. Okay, so we have got an emboss, but I think we can do better. Let's put two very thick shims in. And the thin one. And then the A. Let's see if this let's see if it'll play now. That is making a much better sound. Right, let's have a look, see. And that is a much better emboss. It is a much better emboss. It's really lovely actually, that folder. I really like it. It's quite 3D, the effects that it gives. We could probably even put one more shim in. So that was the D plate, the B plate, the embossing folder, two very thick shims and a thin one, and an A plate. and that would be my photo. Okay, so we're going to try that one again. Yeah, we've got thicker card in now, so we're going to have the D, the B and the A. This kind of shim is not specific to this machine. These card shims will work with any machine, you know, if you're not getting a decent cut. It's all about building your sandwich up just until you get a decent cut. And hopefully, and we'll get a good emboss on the thick card. Oh yes, oh yeah, and it's still got a bit of the hammer texture in there. I don't think you can see that though. Oh yeah, yeah, I've done away with all of the hammer. That's a good thick embosses, that's cool. Okay, so that is really basically what it's all about. Now this one is a thin, it's a Crafter's Companion, it's a thin embossing folder, but I've not had a lot of luck with it, so I'm going to try the D, the A and the A. Oh, it's a kind of booky one. It opens sideways. It didn't click out though. That's lovely actually. It's a very nice embossed. So for the thin folder, that was D, A and A. Well, that came out really nice. Really nice. And it would come out just as nice on the thick card as well. And I think you wouldn't have to change your sandwich. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do the same one, the same embossing folder, but we're going to do it on acetate. So I have this Principal Inkjet acetate, which is the only one I can find apart from a very, very thick one, which I'm not doing that. But we're going to try and cut, we're going to try and emboss that on here. See what happens. So I'm just going to do it as it is to start with. DB, embossing folder, A. See what happens, really. I can't believe this machine was a £5. I'm still absolutely, oh look at that. It looks beautiful actually. Can you see that? It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, so that's that. Also, I have run Bigz dies. Those two Bigz dies, I've run those through here. And that works as well. Can't remember the plate combination. So let's shim it up with some of the magnetic sheets now. This is the thin one. I'm going to put it. See if it likes it or if it don't. Have a look, you see. Oh yeah. Oh lovely. Lovely. Yeah, so either use your magnetic shims if you have them, and if not, just cardstock. Just build your sandwiches up until you get it to a thickness, and start from thin and work your way up. And so I'm extremely chuffed with this machine and all the dies I've got with it. These are all my cards that I use for shims, various thicknesses, but I use all these for shims. No, not that one. So, and that's not, oh, it is a magnetic, not that one. And that's the best advice I can give you, and that's basically the same with every embossing. Okay, so what's happening now is I want to do this bonus metal from a tin. That's what's in here. Just from a tin can, and beautiful beer can, and that's what's in this embossing folder. I think it'll be lovely actually. I've got a D, a B, embossing folder and an A. Shall we give it a whirl? The only reason I had it already in there was because it's a nightmare getting it uncurled. So let's see. Okay, that is not making the right noise. Oh, no, what difference it makes. So that's the D, the B, the embossing folder with the tin in, and the A plate. So let's see. Well, I mean, it has, but we can do better than that. So let's get another one in there. Let's get another one in there. Let's use, oh, what shall we try the, because actually this is, I believe, the standard plate combination for a thin embossing folder. So, can we give it a whirl? See, it might not like it. Woo! It is absolutely, oh yes, you can see. Yeah. What about that? It did sound a bit severe though when it came out. So what I might do is, instead of using the A plate, the B plate's not enough, the magnetic shim isn't enough. What I might do is actually run it with card instead. This is the last try from this one. So D, embossing folder, I'm going to put quite a few shims in, but they're not, there's a white, brown, purple, but let's just put those in, let's start with. We'll run it through again if not. And then an A. I don't know how to reverse it. You can, oh no, that's way too thin. You can reverse it somehow. B, DB, embossing folder, shims, A. I don't want to break my machine. And it came out better too. Right, okay, so we'll have to remember what we've done. Move that out. So we've got D, B, embossing folder, 4 card shims, and an A. And that was that. And I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be absolutely fine. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. It's just as pretty and just as spectacular as the other one. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. The black is beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, right. So that's that one. And so we're going to try it now on the other machine. Let's do it according to the Sizzix, the Bigz dies, or the embossing. Well, this is, yeah, no, let's do the standard embossing folder one. So it's the grey plate, the red plate, the thingy plate. Okay, this is the silver one on both sides now, so embossing folder. They're so curly. They're so curly. Okay. Embossing folder. And then the other plate. That's what it says is the standard combination. So we'll just give it a whirl and see. Oh, no way. Not a cat in holes. I mean, not a chance. Is what I meant to say. So let's try the base plate and the embossing folder. No. The way to know that it's, if this feels like when you let go, it's going to do that. It's too, there's too much resistance, so don't risk it. We'll just put shims in, so we'll just do the red plate as it's supposed to be. Oh, well, we'll put the embossing folder in first. I always feel, if I'm not using any of their plates, I've got to put a a protective piece of card on there, and I don't know why. It's nonsense when you're using embossing foils. It's just nonsense. So let's do three thick pieces of card first, and then the A plate. Let's give that a whirl. Nothing there. Okay, so we're going to have to shim it up really well. So we're going to add another two pieces of card. It might be all it needs. It's not bad. I reckon we could do another piece of card in there. Let's give it a whirl. Let's try the red one. This says it's 290. It's not my writing. Right, let's just... Yep. Good. Look at that. How cool is that? I want to know now if this would cut it. I just want to know because I'm curious. Oh! Look at that then. I mean, that was my bad. It wasn't far enough in. It's not even that hard, you know. Anyway, there we go. Beautiful. Little tag or something. Yeah! Fantastic. Opens a whole new world of opportunity, doesn't it? Absolutely brilliant. So thank you for watching, and I hope it's been of some help. And don't forget to do your photos and your reference. And also don't forget, if you have magnetic shims, to maybe use a combination of magnetic shims and cardstock shims. They both work equally well. So happy and stress-free embossing.